Hi everyone! Well, today I'm going to make one of my favorite chili recipes. I usually put tomatoes in this recipe, but I don't really have any. What I have are these pureed tomatoes my husband brought, and it's a 8-ounce container, just Tupperware container. So I'm going to use that instead of one regular tomato. I have one large onion frying in the pan now. I cut it up in large cubes, and we're just frying it. Sorry, I'm looking for my spoon here. We're just frying it up so it can get, nice and brown. See, they're pretty large chunks here, so I'm going to put this back on the burner. There's a little bit of olive oil in the pan, nothing more. Olive oil and onions. We want to keep this as healthy as we can. Just going to grab right down here for my chili powder. We use the Archer's Farms chili powder. This is what the bottle looks like. You can find it online or maybe in the grocery store. I'm not exactly sure where my husband bought it. These onions are getting nice and brown, which we want. I have 1 can of kidney beans here. We drained most of the liquid. You want a little bit of liquid in there, like about that much of the can, just for some flavor. The onions are halfway done, so I'm going to add the tomato puree that I told you about. Take this in here. Let that cook up a little bit. Now this is a meatless dish, so if you want to add your ground beef or your pork, or if I use meat, I usually use chicken, but today this is just going to be a recipe without meat. I kind of like my chili without the meat inside of it. As you can hear, it's cooking pretty well. I'm going to add a handful of red pepper. Well, not a handful, but like a good pinch so that it covers. You just want to let it top the ingredients a little bit all around the pan. You don't have to add garlic, but I've been cooking a lot these days, and I have 3 cloves of garlic left that I just want to use. So I'm going to add those. I'm just going to sit here and chop them up in pieces. They don't have to be small. They can be chunks. Just to get a little added flavor. I am going to take one of my glasses here and fill it about halfway. It's an 8-ounce glass. And just add a little liquid while it's frying. So we have the garlic in there, the onions, and the tomatoes. Just so it doesn't burn in the pan, I added a little water, as you could see. Now the tomatoes have the salt in them and already, and so do the canned kidney beans. Whenever you buy canned kidney beans, it's usually loaded with sodium. That's why I dump most of the juice out. But you want some of the juice in there for flavor. We're just letting this cook a little bit. Now you can add all these ingredients in your crock pot if you want to and just let it cook all day or however many hours you'd like, but I just like to make it fresh. It doesn't take long. I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. I'm going to turn the heat down. I'm going to add my kidney beans. I'm going to take my jar here, and I have red wine. You can use whatever you want, but I have a Merlot. I'm going to start off with a half of the kidney beans jar here. Let me just mix the beans up a little. And as the liquid kind of disintegrates from the frying, I'm going to turn it up now a little so it can cook. Just so it doesn't overflow because I have a lot of ingredients in this pan. I kind of wait until the liquid's kind of boiled off or simmered off. I'm going to take that wine and add it to our mixture. Nothing like the smell of red wine cooking with tomatoes and onions and garlic. And of course the beans, but you don't really smell them. Now you can add as much chili powder as you like. I put a lot in there because I like flavor to everything. And I basically just let that cook down. It'll take like 10 or 15 minutes. As I said, you could put all the ingredients at once in the crock pot and just let it cook. But I'm going to let this cook down. And that's basically it. I usually add another cup of, or half a cup of red wine. There's about a half a cup in here. So I'm just going to stick it in here. But that you don't add until the end, just for flavor after everything is cooked down. And that's basically the gist of the recipe. Right now we're just going to let it all cook. This is what it looks like in the pan. Just like that. I'm going to put this carefully back. and turn it down just so it simmers. And that was that. Have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.